Hi guys! Oh, welcome back to the channel and the start of a new solds video. I sold some spoons. Some really neat spoons. Why don't I just show you? I picked these up at Salvation Army. And I thought they were really interesting. If you look, I'll pull this one out. They're serrated. They are, the brand is Enjoy Grapefruit. And these are grapefruit spoons, like fruit spoons, and there's a set of 6 of them. There was a freaking ton of these, but I don't know, I don't love Salvation Army's pricing, and they wanted $1.99 for 6, and I looked them up and they weren't selling for that much, so I just grabbed this 6 with the like plastic coverings, so I could sell them as like new open box basically. And the set just sold on Etsy for $12 plus the cost of shipping, so I did make a few bucks. They weren't listed that long. Overall, I'm happy with it. I think I picked this up at a rummage sale last year. I had it listed for 10 bucks. I think it was a fill a bag kind of sale. Otherwise, I don't think I would have picked something like this up. But it's cool. I like it. It's a wind chime. And somebody on Facebook Marketplace ordered, or offered me $8 plus cost of shipping. So I took that. So it was sold on Facebook for $8 plus the cost of shipping. Oh boy. Picked this up at an estate sale for $4, and it just sold on eBay for $28 plus cost of shipping. I'm definitely gonna have to wrap it well, and then I think we've got bubble wrap in the basement. I'll probably have Rich go grab some bubble wrap, and then a box. But yeah, it's a pretty piece. I don't know why I pick up so much fragile stuff all the time, because I hate boxing it, but it is what it is. And then there's this freaking thing that not only, okay, so I am definitely the list it and forget it kind of gal. This thing's been listed for like 5 years. Totally forgot about it. And how I knew where this was, but I didn't know where the stained glass piece was, is completely beyond me. I don't know. But she finally sold over on Etsy, I believe. Hold on, let me check the price, because I'm really good at not doing that. She sold for $18 plus the cost of shipping. Did I make any money? Probably not. I'm probably definitely in the red with her. But I'm going to ship her out anyway. And then just, you know, see ya. Cool. Just sold Stephen King's Hearts in Atlantis in paperback. This one's not an easy one to sell. This one sits around for a while. Sold for $5 plus the cost of shipping on Etsy. This is Denton P. Jody Bear. It is obviously a Boyd's bear. And there's the name. Denton P. Jody Bear. This was a garbage pick, so I don't have any money into it. I had it listed for 10, and somebody on Mercari offered me $8.50 plus the cost of shipping, so I snatched that up, and I'm ready to ship it out. I sold another one of the Loving Family dollhouse figures. This was a limited edition, I guess. She was a townhouse mom edition, I guess, but she sold on Etsy for $15 plus the cost of shipping. Okay, so I mildly screwed up yesterday. I was running on very little sleep. Rich woke me up at 5 a.m. It did not go well, and I lost footage. So I'm gonna cheat, because I sold a set of 4 of these plates, but I already boxed them up. This is the other set of 4 that I have that I plan on listing, because I sold the first set of 4 for $35 plus the cost of shipping over on Etsy? I think Etsy. Pretty sure it was Etsy. I also sold Beartown on Pango Books for $4 and a strawberry pie plate for $15 on Facebook Marketplace. This also sold on Etsy. It's the little, one of the little flow blue pieces that I purchased. I paid $2 for it. It sold on Facebook. No. Man, I'm getting all this so bad. I sold this also on Etsy for $15 plus the cost of shipping. I freaking need to get my life together. I'm still so out of it. Like, sleep deprived. Which is, I can't do 5 a.m. I'm so tired and I don't feel good. But I did sell this on Etsy for 15 plus shipping. and then there's this. So this is an international order. Now, before 9 a.m., I had to translate a help request in French, which I guess helped enough for me to figure out what she needed help with. She needed to change the shipping address. So I had to figure out how to change a shipping address in French, going to Canada for a label that costs $30. I really, really hope I didn't screw it up. But this poker thing, we garbage picked. It's like got all the paperwork boxed. I put a battery in it, works great. Nothing wrong with it. Sold for 15 plus shipping on Etsy. This was kind of a quick flip. I listed this yesterday and it already sold. This we got for free from the estate sale company that we got called in to clear out the after estate sale stuff. This was part of that. It is a Three Rivers pottery piece, hand painted. That's what. Hold on, I'm ringing. Anyway, for a free piece, Alexis is on the phone, so I'm going to hurry this up. But 25 plus shipping on Etsy. I'm trying to remember where I got this. I feel like it was free, but I don't remember. Garbage picking, maybe? I honestly don't know where I got this, but it's new in box. And it sold for some amount of money because I didn't look on Etsy. Hold on. Not bad. 25 plus shipping. It is in there with the original packaging and box and everything. 25 plus cost of shipping on Etsy. I can tell you now that I'm getting a lot more comfortable picking up antlers. I've picked up two now. The first one was an 8-point, and that sold for $55. And then this is a 5-point, and it sold for $35. So I'm kind of gauging now where price points need to be, and they both sold pretty freaking quickly. Although I paid $5 for the first set, and I'm pretty sure I paid under $5 for this set. So I'm staying pretty cheap, but if I see them out and about now, I definitely will be a lot more confident picking them up. But this one sold for 35 plus shipping, also on Etsy. While the dogs are finishing their dinner, I will get this little guy ready to go out. He was a garbage pick. He's a Joseph's original with the original sticker. Come on, focus. Focus. Anyway, little beagle dude, and he sold for 10 plus shipping on Facebook Marketplace. The reason why I got so excited when I seen this little enamel teapot at Salvation Army is because I always do fairly well with these. It is a signed, numbered, and dated Calvin Chen. They aren't all numbered and signed, but most of these little teapots are Calvin Chen. Some of them are really neat. I don't know if it was the rooster. I listed it on Sunday. It sold on Thursday. That's how quickly it sold, for $40 plus the cost of shipping on eBay. And well, Rich is trying to tape on the label for the Calvin Chen, and Leona's trying to see if I've got food in my hand or any of these ready to go out. These are blank reels for like reel-to-reel machines, and the pair sold for 15 plus shipping on eBay. And while he does that, I listed this tablecloth, brand new. I bought this from a church rummage sale for $1. I had it listed for 20. Somebody offered me 16 on Mercari, so I took it. I think I'll make like $12. But that's still not bad for $1 investment. 16 plus shipping, Mercari. And then these already sold. They came from the estate sale leftovers that we just cleared out recently. And I sold the set of 4 for $30 plus shipping over on Etsy. This was actually a really good sale. I don't know if you remember me picking this up. It's a vintage tablecloth. I found it in the basement on a 50% off estate sale day. And it just sold on Etsy for $45 plus cost of shipping. Sold these red, white, and blue. Trying to work here, guys. Trying to do a video. Yeah. Okay, that's happening. whether I like it or not. I sold this. Oh my gosh. She wants him to play with her so bad. And he just wants to nap. Which I get, because I went and ate a lot of food. And I'm like half in a food coma right now. And I know if I lay down, I 100% am not getting back up. Like, I will be out. She is throwing a full-on tantrum right now. Welcome to my life. Behind the scenes. 101. Get a lot of dogs, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Your sister doesn't want to play either. She's also sleeping. I think I sold these for 15 plus shipping. Definitely sold on eBay. Definitely garbage picked them, so we don't have any money into them. They're vintage Canon, and they're pretty awesome. Oh, now she's going to be bratty and steal his blanket. They are not much different than having children. As a mother who has had children, these guys are not much different than having kids. They fight just like siblings. Bunch of brats. Full on tantrum. Are you done? Are you done now? Are you gonna go pout? Yeah, you. Are you gonna pout now? You are being so bratty. I think she's done. I gotta find a book I sold. I feel like I just seen it, but now that I'm needing it, I don't know where it is. It's by this author. Well, I hear Woody barking, so apparently she's not done. She's still on her BS. I see it. This one. Sold on Facebook Marketplace. Jojo Moyes, Someone Else's Shoes. I actually really like this author. I have not read this book, but this one right here, which is the first book in her Me Before You series. Oh my god. That series, highly recommend. Highly, highly recommend. It's a trilogy. It's 3 books. Oh my god. That series stays with me. This one, I don't know. Sold for $3 plus cost of shipping on Facebook Marketplace. I finally figured out what these little things are. They hold like sugar packets or Splenda packets. They were part of that Falls Graph set that I purchased half off estate sale day. And they just sold on Etsy for 15 plus shipping. Leona's going to add her snot to it because that's just what she does. Why do you do this? You have ignored me for 3 hours. Yeah, 15 plus shipping. The little things are adding up. I paid $20 for the whole set, so I'm pretty stoked on how this stuff is sold. I would definitely pick up another set of this if I seen it. 100%. Obviously at the right price. I think I'm going to do really, really well on these canisters. I piecemealed them all out. There was a set of 5, and then we had this extra one and a smaller Cervelier extra one. This single canister sold pretty quickly for 10 plus shipping over on Etsy. Ever since I shipped out that 20 packages on that Monday, every weekend now I'm like, alright, we gotta hit 21. We gotta hit 21. This is 2 for the weekend, so we're not quite there yet. But sold Ghost. It's new sealed. I don't remember where I picked this up from. Was this in I think I might have found that at Salvation Army. I can't quite remember though, but it just sold on Etsy for 5 plus shipping. Ooh, I just got an idea. I don't know if it's going to be feasible or not, but this building that we live in, it's very small. Or our apartment, I should say, is very small. My mom lives upstairs, Rich's dad lives upstairs, and then there's like a little efficiency apartment off of the back of this building, and the people just moved out. You guys know I need more space. I am really considering taking on that back apartment for work use. I think it might work, but it'll up our rent to like $1,500 a month. But you can't find a house anywhere in Ann Arbor for $1,500 a month. It just doesn't happen. There's no bedrooms or anything. It's just an efficiency. They should be out later this evening, and Rich has a key. So we might go over and take a look. I I just kind of want to like stand with that for a while because it will up our rent quite significantly, but we want to move anyway. So if we can afford the $1,500 for a year, then I kind of know where my budget is past that. Does that make sense? Anyway, while we're on the subject of being able to afford things, I took a $25 offer on this Faltzgraph picture frame. I had it up for 30. Somebody offered me 20 and I countered at 25. They purchased it. eBay. I'm going to get this ready to go out. This is a Facebook Marketplace sale. 18 plus shipping. It's a vintage case collection, which if I remember correctly, that's like a dollar store brand. So dollar store stuff gains value. Sold it for 18 plus shipping, Facebook Marketplace. Might as well show you this real quick too. This is another Thai Beanie Baby that has sold for $5 plus the cost of shipping. This is Waddle. And he sold on Etsy. He sold on Etsy, $5 plus cost of shipping. Okay, this will be number 6 that will be going out on Monday. 14 more to go to break even with our record. 15 to break it. So this sold for 15 plus the cost of shipping. No, it didn't. It sold for 30 plus the cost of shipping. 30 plus shipping on eBay. Okay, apparently they are done. So this is it. Why does it seem bigger than I remember it? I haven't been in here in a minute. It just seems bigger to me. So this would up our rent. Is there ice in the freezer?
Yeah, a bag of ice.
We're out of ice.
There's a big bag of ice in the freezer.
Well, we might have ice. This would up our rent to $1,500 a month. I don't think, I was kind of hoping the carpet would be in like worse condition because I would love to find something that we can use for dual purpose or Rich could tattoo and I could work out of. Because with him taking care of his mom and working at the other place, he doesn't have a ton of time to tattoo, but people are always calling him wanting tattoos. I don't think the landlord's going to want us to rip out this carpet. It doesn't look like it's that old. We can always ask though. Worst you can say is no, especially if we're footing the money. But this up here might be enough room, although it would be hard to get the county to clear that. I didn't even realize there was 2 closets. I only remember this closet. I don't even remember this closet. And there's like storage space up there, storage space up there, put cool couch there, TV, I can work, list, I don't know. I've got like this idea in my head, but I was really hoping that the carpet would be in worse condition. The landlord would be fine with us ripping it out. I just don't know. This, I mean, would be enough space to put your tattoo chair. I just don't know if the county will sign off on it. I need to just let my brain rest for a minute and go back to boxing. My brain is like ping, 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 ping. This is a great idea. This is a bad idea. This is a great idea. This is a bad idea. This is a great idea. This is a bad idea. But we did sell this Featherlight round luggage piece. I bought this at a church rummage sale last year and it sat in my death pile for way too long, mostly because it was big and bulky and I just didn't feel like finding a place for it once it was listed. But it does have the original key and it ended up selling on Etsy for $55. I do have to cancel an order though. That little cake topper, the person that bought it was like, can you cancel this order? I mean, I guess, even though it's already boxed up, like, Now I had to relist it everywhere and eat the fees. That kind of sucks. And I told him that. Like, I don't care if it was rude or not. Get your life together before you make purchases. Or really before you do anything in life that involves other people. It's just respectful. I gotta get Leona out of the cat tree because she's trying to eat cat fur. And then we're gonna get this boxed up. No regrets. I'm pretty sure she was a goat in a past life. Oh boy, I just smoked out our house. I made these, like, burger bombs for dinner last night. And, do they stink? You like stinky stuff. What do you think? Anyway, there was like grease that dripped out of the pan onto the bottom of the stove, and it was smoking really bad last night. Well, I just put toast in there to make breakfast and smoked the house out again at 8 a.m., 9 a.m. I don't know what time it is. These things. Let me tell you a story about these things. I grabbed these out of the closet at that last day estate sale where everything was free. And you guys know, I don't know shoes yet. I'm learning shoes, I'm learning jewelry, I'm learning clothing. These are Echo. That is the brand. The bottoms looked like they were in really good condition. So I did grab them and listed them. When I looked them up, I was like, oh nice, these are going for a lot of money. So I listed them for 60 bucks. And then, hi Leon, I'm trying to tell a story. I did not drop food on my shirt. I didn't. I checked. I listed them for 60 bucks. Somebody offered me 60 with free shipping. So I ended up just knocking the price down to 50 to kind of like even that out. They bought the shoes for 50 bucks. And then I went to go box them and noticed this. Like, these are coming off. So I messaged her and I was like, I don't know shoes. I don't know if this is a sign of dry rot. I did all the stress tests, everything passed with flying colors, but I don't know if these can just be glued or what the deal is with these, blah, 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 blah. Gave her the options. I can just cancel the order, refund in full. I can try to repair it, send it. I can drop the price if you still want them. And they're like, well, okay, well, what would you drop the price to? And I was like, I can refund you down to like 20 bucks. And plus cost of shipping, because I don't want to eat that. She's like, yeah, that sounds fair. That's not a problem. She's like, but, can you just put a new listing up for 20 plus shipping, and then I'll just buy it that way? I was like, yeah, that's not a problem. So I made a new listing for 20 bucks plus the cost of shipping, and somebody else bought them. I don't know. I sent her the link to the new listing. Somebody else swooped in and bought them. But I did add that there was an issue with those little pieces in the back, and that I had already snapped a photo to send to her to show her. So I added those to the listing. So the new buyer, I shouldn't have an issue with, but there's obviously no guarantees because it's eBay. But these sold for 20 plus shipping on eBay. We're going to cross our fingers we don't have any issues. This is such a cute little guy. I got this from that really cheap, awesome church rummage sale. And I think I paid, okay, so I either paid $1 for it or $3 or $2 or something like that. Because I ended up noticing later that it had 2 stickers on it. Like, it had $1 on the arm. And then, Leona got her snot all over it. It had $1 on the arm, and then I think it had like a $3 on the bottom. But I sold it either way. It's so cute. I sold it for $35 plus the cost of shipping on Etsy. We did not hit the 20 package going out. That's okay. It's not an easy thing to do, apparently. I think that Monday was a fluke. But these are Oneida Community, brand new old stock Peter Rabbit Kids flatware. There's a knife, a spoon, and a fork with little Peter Rabbits on the end. Indy says hi. And I sold the set of 3 for $30 plus the cost of shipping on Etsy. Indy, they heard you. And Indy, you're okay. Remember when we were talking about unnecessary? Oh gosh. 30 plus shipping on Etsy. Sold another piece from the Loving Family Dollhouse stuff. I believe this is the parents' bed, and I sold it for $15 plus the cost of shipping on Etsy. I still have more stuff that I need to box up, but We talked to the landlord. It's ours if we want it, and for the next month, it's already paid for. The people that moved out paid through to the end of this month. Rich's dad does the maintenance for this property, so he's already going to be doing like the new, whatever those are, blinds. And since, at least for the next month, whether I take it or not, I'm gonna do the puzzle here, because in order to sell a used puzzle online, you have to show that it is complete. I cannot do puzzles around Leona. I can barely function other things around Leona. This is gonna be interesting. But for now, I have this big old counter space to work at. So I'm gonna take advantage of it either way and start this puzzle. I've got a couple blankets I'm gonna lay out too and get photos of those while I've got a big open area. And I'm just gonna work my absolute tail off. If I can come up with $15.25 by the end of the month to hand the landlord, he'll do a month to month with me on this place, and I can stop living like a hoarder, and it would be absolutely fan-freaking-tastic. Just thought I'd update. I'm gonna have to garbage pick some stools or something. My back was starting to hurt, and I was only sifting pieces out. I did sell this set of canisters. There's 4 of them here with the lids. I can show you. Maybe I can, maybe I can't. Can't get my fingers down in there. Anyway, it's a set of 4, and they sold on Etsy for $45 plus the cost of shipping. They're Cervalier, but this is different than the ones I normally find. This is the pattern I usually see. I still need to get this set listed. There's 5 of them here. But this is a funner color as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, $45 plus shipping over on Etsy, so happy about that. Still selling the false graph tea rose. This set does need a little bit of cleaning. It's got some, looks like hard water stains. But the pair sold on Etsy for $20 plus the cost of shipping. They're just like super salad bowls. They're real shallow. Pretty much losing my light at this point, but I did sell the doll chair. Why don't I ever look to see what I sell these things for? $35 plus the cost of shipping, and we garbage picked it, so no money into it. It's fantastic. Late last night, I ended up with a sale for this Barbie bird cage. With the bird, with all the things. There's like a little tray in there. Door opens. There's the tray. It baffles me. So this was a garbage pick from that super awesome, crazy pile where I got all the vintage toys. It is just crazy to me how many of these pieces are complete. Some with boxes, some without boxes, but even the little tiny pieces are accounted for. It's nuts. This piece sold for $30 plus shipping on Facebook Marketplace. I may have got this from an auction, but truly I do not remember. This one I went through that latch hook rug phase where I was finding them all the time, and this is a particularly cool one. It is a like 60s mid-century floral one. Very cool. I have it listed for $60. Somebody offered me $50 with pickup for later this afternoon, so we'll see if that goes through. Just had to slide out from underneath Leona. There's a piece in the back here I need to grab and put out for a porch pickup. It's this one. Okay, this storage is just it's a mess. Do you ever just get feelings about people? I had a feeling I shouldn't put in the time or effort to dig this out of my closet, but I did anyway. And she then tells me, oh, by the way, I'm not coming. I should probably save money for furniture. And then I politely said, in the future, you should probably think about the other person in the sale. I spent close to 30 minutes digging this out, and now I have to do the same thing in reverse to put it back. She basically told me to F off, so cool. Glad that happened. Okay, I think I'm over it. Or at least I'm trying to be over it. People are just so inconsiderate sometimes. This is part of the Loving Family Dollhouse stuff. It is the teenager's bedroom stuff. So it's like a vanity with the little stool, this kind of crazy wardrobe piece, and the set sold for $15 plus the cost of shipping on eBay. This little guy I picked up from a thrift store. I love these like Kimball mold stuff. I don't know if it's just like nostalgia because this stuff was big when I was a kid. I had a bear that my aunt made me that was a bear bank that was very similar to this. This piece isn't worth a ton. I think I paid like $2 for it, and it sold on Etsy for 20 plus shipping. I got a message that said we're all set, and yes we are. Now I just gotta go delete that before it sells somewhere else. Got this cool ornate antique shelf from that same estate sale that was 50% off. Well, I ended up getting more than 50% off. The guy that sold me all of the Flow Blue stuff for $2 a piece. I got this at the same sale. I paid $20 for everything and just sold this for $25 plus the cost of shipping on Etsy. I am so tired and I don't feel all that great. I think I'm just like overly tired. But this is a Strata Group Fresh and Fruity hand-painted strawberry plate. It's 11.5 inches in diameter. And we got it for free in the driveway free score. And it just sold on Etsy for $20 plus the cost of shipping. That's what the back stamp looks like. Sort of. Come on, focus. It's dark in here. That's the best it's going to do. While we're just finding a box for that plate, I can go over the rest of the solds. This was a rummage sale, church rummage sale pickup. I have no idea what I paid for it specifically. Hold on, my dog's chewing on something. Tape. Anyway, it is a Stitches, but the green is not a common color. It's a Detroit baseball. What's our baseball team? I love sports. The Tigers. It's a Detroit Tigers zip up, but all the ones that I could find were like the blue color. So this one actually sold, I think, within 2 weeks. A little over a week, I believe. For 30 plus shipping on Etsy, and I paid $60 for everything at that sale. So doing well. And then also on Etsy, another different church rummage sale pickup were these Cricut cartridges. These are all font cartridges. I paid $30 for everything at that church rummage sale. I just sold these 6 cartridges. These are complete for $50 plus the cost of shipping. And then I also sold this little beanbag Kanga from Winnie the Pooh. I'm not going to take it out of the bag because Leona likes to eat stuffed animals, but it's just like a little beanbag plush. And I took a $7 offer on eBay for this. I had it listed for $7.99 plus shipping, so 7 plus shipping makes sense. This was a fun order. Somebody bought all 4 of the Jaclyn Smith pantyhose that I had listed. I think I have 2 more that still need to be listed. This was a $40 sale. $40 plus the cost of shipping on Etsy. I paid 50 cents a piece for them at an estate sale. That's a pretty good flip. I'm really happy with that flip. I need to get in a better frame of mind for boxing stuff. I sold this Nouveau by Princess House. This is a 1 quart like saucepan. The handle comes off somehow, and I need to figure out how to do that because it'll make shipping a lot easier. And when I listed it, I didn't realize that I had the lid. So I'm sending the lid as a extra bonus, so they're not even expecting to get the lid. How do you... This is hot. That doesn't help me. How does this come off? Okay, maybe I'm not going to take that off because I'm blonde and can't figure it out. Did I even tell you it sold for $25 plus shipping on Etsy? And I have more of these. I just have to unbury them. This portobello. I bought this last year at a church rummage sale. Somebody had donated their entire bell collection, and I went through and kind of cherry picked what I thought would be good. This is Italian pottery. And I got stuck in a death pile. Like, I listed a bunch of bells and then was kind of just sick of listing bells. And this one, I think, is the last one out of that pile. I don't think there's any more bells. Finally, got it listed and it sold within a week for 15 plus shipping on Etsy. Had a little bundle deal come in on Mercari. 6 of these false graph tea rose glasses and this little cream ladle for $30. It would have came to a $33 offer, or a $33 order. He offered me $30 and I took it. Mercari. So I was just messing with videos and it looks like this sold video is already getting kind of long. So I'm gonna do this and then cut this off. But this has been listed for a good year. It is a Louisville stoneware, like, cow pitcher. And it just sold on eBay for $20 plus the cost of shipping. So hopefully you enjoyed this old video, and we will see you on the next. Bye!